Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to my week 11 update post quarantine starting. First off, this week was an important week. We celebrated Memorial Day on Monday, and I want to thank the clients and the advisors I work with who had served in the military, and just thank them again for their service and what they've done for our country. It doesn't go unappreciated by many of us. We're sitting here now uh, in Maine where things have started to open up again. Massachusetts, as we talked about in last week's talk, started phase one of their opening, and we need a couple of weeks to see what's going to happen there in regards to whether we're going to go to phase two or not. But I want to switch gears this week a little bit, talk about investments, the economy. There's been some interesting stuff that I've heard and read over this last week. Um, but I feel, a lot of the investing that occurs with my clients are through my other centers of influence, the registered investment advisors I work closely with. And I always feel there's like three keys to long-term success. One is taxes and estate planning, which a lot of my clients take very seriously and we look at all the time. Another is obviously asset allocation, diversifying in their portfolio among different assets, which a lot of times will include insurance, where I get involved at some part of it. And then obviously a linchpin of success for our clients is just, a positive and calm attitude toward this time in our economy when things are a little bit crazy, and not to jump the gun so quickly. One of the quotes I saw Warren Buffett, said in the past is, "We don't have to be smarter than the rest of the people out there. We just need to be more disciplined." And I think that's an important piece. One of the things that really caught my attention, and I will put this on my LinkedIn profile, was the interview with Fareed from CNN. With Larry Summers, the 71st Secretary of the Treasury, former president of Harvard University, talking about the future economy, post-COVID world. And it was quite interesting. He feels that we're going to see obviously a continued decline through the balance of the year. There's going to be excess unemployment, three times the amount that we saw during the financial crisis. And we're going to end up coming out of this, which a lot of us know, in a very different structured economy that's going to look different, with people working from home, some retail businesses just not being there anymore. And it's going to be tough. But what really caught my attention with him, which is so true for many of my clients, is that the U.S., we can't sustain the level of spending that we're spending now, what we've done with the stimulus packages, the amount of money that the government is spending, without having some future higher taxes in the U.S. Larry Summers actually thinks it could be as high as the 1960s and 1970s that we could go back with. And he feels they're going to start with the rich. With estate taxes going down potentially, with taxing, people of wealth at a higher level. And again, that's one of the areas that for years we work with from on the insurance front. So we're, quite familiar with that. So I'm going to post that to my LinkedIn video so you can see that. I want to leave you with this final thought today, and it was another idea that I heard. We're living obviously in an unprecedented time, maybe a once in a generation type of scenario. Someone recommended and talked about keeping a journal, keeping a little memoir for our children, our grandchildren, future grandchildren. How did we survive these difficult times? How did we get through it during this time of quarantine, during this time of the COVID world? So I just leave that with you, take it or leave it. I thought it was a great idea when I heard it, and I just wanted to pass it along. Have a great day.